Welcome back, everybody, to another Aegidius. Next up is going to be the Battle of Aurelianorum, which I did look up, and is actually Orléans. You can kind of see how Aurelianorum became Orléans in, later French.
Most people live their whole life with fear nailed in their heart, their every decision being ruled by it. To live free of fear is to fight every day against it. How many do manage to win this fight, even one single time in their whole adult existence? I am convinced that the strength to do so lies deep into the most of us. But when a society is decomposed, those who manage to mobilize it cannot seem to do it at the same time, in a coordinated manner. Freeing men from the choking yoke of fear, all at once, as one single body. That is what makes history. It takes more than a man to achieve this exploit in the times we live in. It takes a hero. The simple fact that Aegidius managed to bring not only Gallo-Romans, but also Alans, Sarmatians, and Franks together onto the same field to face an army the size of which nobody has seen in Gaul since Attila's invasion, speaks miles about his valor. Although it was Ricimer who sent the Visigoths against Aegidius's rump state, these distant political purposes had begun to fade away for the people. Had it happened a couple of years prior, nobody would have come onto the field that day, and the Visigothic hordes would have simply taken over, unopposed. The men who showed up before Aurelianorum to oppose the Dogs of War didn't come to fight Ricimer, nor did they come for the Empire. They came to defend their homes, their land, their families, like they would have done against wild beasts. United behind their leader, they came to say that they wouldn't have it, and that they were not afraid. Not on that day.
Oh, man. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be one of those big battle scenarios.
General, the troops are ready and waiting. Shall you address them?
Brave Alans, Sarmatians, men of the steppe, once again you stand with Rome as true friends. But today, you also fight for the freedom of your people. The Visigoths won't show any mercy, so make sure you give them none.
Yay.
Romans, men of Gaul, today we fight the Visigothic hordes Ricimer sent against us, for he is too cowardly to face you himself. God is on our side. Keep your ranks, follow your officers, and victory will be yours. Roma Victor!
Yay.
Fearless warriors of the Franks, I am honored to fight once again with the bravest soldiers in Gaul. Tonight, you shall have the spoils of victory and all the glory to share. Vae Victis!
All right.
And so it begins.
There is definitely some Lord of the Rings overtures in there. All right. Defeat the Visigothic army! Defeat the Gardingi cavalry, and the Franks must not be defeated. Oh, feels bad for the Alans. This is a battle. Wow. With an Imperial army, field fortifications, large stockpile of resources. You cannot build docks or walls. The two armies will clash almost immediately, so be quick to lay down military facilities you need and pick useful technologies as soon as you can. Get familiar with taunts to use the command the Alans. Their elite cavalry can turn the tide of many situations, but do not throw them hopelessly. They need time to replenish their ranks. The pressure on the battle line will be almost constant, but if you manage to kill the enemy general, you will benefit from longer lulls between weaker enemy assaults as their morale lowers. The team bonus of your Elan and Frankish allies, along with the Roman committance's technology, or make your knights ideal units to raid or pierce the enemy lines with. Visigothic Gardingi are short-range heavy javeliniers mounted on swift and agile horses. Their missiles pack a real punch while they can dodge incoming ranged attacks. Heavy cavalry is best to deal with them, but be careful not to chase them too far. Ricimer is hoping to prevent a military campaign in Italy, as prompted King Theodoric to attack Aegidius' territory, promising the lands north of the Liger River. To counter him, we have Childeric of the Franks, back from exile, and we've got stuff. We have an army in a line, Frankish infantry, Elan cavalry, and there's the Visigoths with their cavalry, and then there's Frederick, brother of Theodoric. All right. Okay, we do have plenty of resources, and this is against Goths. Kind of having a deathmatch-esque start by the looks of things. This is Gothic infantry, the cavalry. Oh my goodness.
The hooves of our horses.
We have a few towers here, which is nice. Some fortifications over there. I guess there's Aurelianorum. Okay, let's get Legionary.
The Visigoths are coming right at us. Let us show these dogs how the mighty Franks deal with their kind. Shield wall!
They are making cavalry of some kind, though. Gardingi cavalry. Oh, look at that shield wall. I could look at the fight, or I could boom. Come on, guys, you know which is most important. Let's get some siege workshops as well. Try and be space efficient, because obviously this is a big battle. These sorts of things are going to be very important. Especially if I don't miss hotkey stuff. Okay, do that. Which one is the one for Alans to go to the center? 203. Well, this seems very interesting. I mean, we are in the Imperial Age already, but we are running out of resources pretty quick. I don't know if there's any stone to be mined. Okay, they have a market in a very convenient location. Let's do the same thing. Yeah, first we do need to get our economy set up, though. Why are you attacking that Gaia yurt? It's so weird. We do need to keep an eye on our allies, though, make sure bad things don't happen to them.
Prontus. Eus. Prontus.
And so far, things could certainly be going a lot worse. Oh boy. Well, we did tell our dudes that we need to reinforce the center, right? Obviously, that is a very big, scary army.
Impera. Lignor. Edifico.
Lots of scorpions. Yeah, our Alon's Cav Archers going to be very important. Oh, there is stone. Okay, good. There's not much. Obviously, we can't go for that many of our legionary or centurions rather. But having a few of them to bump up our infantry is going to be really important. Busting through a little bit, but doesn't seem like it's the end of the world. Like, we're surviving. That's what's important.
Salve. Edifico. Prontus.
Take those deer. Alright, so it's going to be like one big grindy push across the map, almost certainly.
Salve.
So it's going to be very important in this sort of thing, and this is true if you're playing like a Black Horse team game, or really any team game actually in late game. Make sure your building's close to the front lines. It's very important.
Salve.
Also, we are overboomed right now, but we need time to research upgrades and develop our proper armies. So we can always trade off villagers later. There's also a little bit of stone here we can mine. And so long as the Visigoths don't have, like, cheat upgrades, essentially, Romans should crush them, in general, in late game.
Eus.
The exact opposite of history.
Edifico.
Pretty sure late game Romans did not do well against late game Goths. Okay, they do have some onagers. Gotta be a bit careful.
See the banner flying over that hill?
Ah, there's
This is where the
Frederick.
enemy commander stands with his bodyguards. If we manage to cut him down, his troops will surely lose their morale.
Alright. Duly noted.
Salve.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded.
Yeah, it'll be
See
fine.
him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Ah! The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
Mine.
Impera. Salve.
Okay.
Edifico.
Castle here at the front. Gonna be our first castle.
Eus. Impera. Edifico. 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 Salve.
Come on, get to work, you lazy butts.
Impera.
I mean, 150 pop isn't, like, that much, all things considered. Oh, they're they're Gardinges. It looks like they're a Shivunschreider plus, like, heavy Genitors. Cool unit. Now, civs that are good at slow pushing usually would be able to spam defensive structures, like typically towers, but you can do like castles if you're Teutons or whatnot. Romans don't really have that. They don't really have great defenses, so it's mostly going to be leaning into just the fact that our units pound for pound should be better than their units pound for pound. Okay, now we can have our Alans attack them. Attack the Visigoth infantry. Execute Order 66. Actually, just kidding. Execute Order 67. That's what's attacking us. Of course, this is kind of marshy around here, so we got to be careful where we build our stuff. But let's get our nice little quartet of siege workshops. We need to get conscription. Gold count is looking very high, actually. Anyway, this is going pretty well, honestly. The first thing we're going to push towards is these guys. We will need to mix in some siege rams eventually, but let's just focus on taking good fights right now. Those are not villagers. Fun fact, I actually did all the voice acting. The sound effects, too. Not just the dialogue. In case you couldn't tell. Alright, let's get that forward castle down. I mean, honestly, Goth should have a hard time keeping up in this sort of situation. How about our Frankers allies? I mean, they're doing all right. Let's get Elite Centurion. That is a lot of dudes. Oh, shoot. Those are the wrong siege workshops. Oh, that's unfortunate.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Okay. Some more wood income. Have to cancel that for now. How about the Franks? How don't they attack? Start getting some trebs going. Okay, a bit of a safer second castle. Man, not having supplies is rough with the Civ. Okay, let's start trebbing. Scorpions represent some persistent value, which is going to be quite nice. Don't think Paulus has gotten back yet.
Edifico.
That's unfortunate. Also, we never got siege engineers. I'm such a dum-dum. Yeah, I'll get that in a moment. Okay.
Ah! The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet.
Prontus.
Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
Edifico.
Get you.
Impera. Edifico.
Sa edifico.
Impera.
Ah. I know I said I want to go siege ramps, and I do, but I can't really do that yet.
Pronto. Edifico. Ibi servio. Salve. Pugnemus. Ibi servio. Salve. Pugnemus. Impera.
I wish I could. It was more of a persistent command.
Deus.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded.
Okay.
To the rear at once, so he can recover.
Let's make sure everyone's kind of getting to the front lines here.
Ibi servio. Ibi servio.
Ah!
Prontus.
Edifico.
Jeez.
Salve.
Use a few more farmers, I guess.
Edifico. Impera.
It's just a pop issue, man.
Pronto. Ibi servio. Salve. Pugnemus.
I guess we can go after some of the production buildings first. The castles might have been a bit ambitious.
Salve, Crucio. Ibi servio. Salve. Tibi servio. Pugnemus.
One step at a time.
Impera. Eo. Edifico.
Deus.
Edifico. Pronto. Edifico. Salve.
Front lines, Aegidius.
Eus. Edifico. Pronto. Edifico. Impera. Recte.
Could use you in the front lines, I guess.
Impera.
Come on, everybody here. Castle down. I'll take it.
Prontus. Impera.
Oh man.
Edifico.
It's like I need the pop space for villagers because my resource count isn't that good, but I also need army.
Pronto. Impera. Edifico.
Alright, Pauli's back.
The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
Okay, well, our Alonso guys are helping us out.
Soltes in faciam. Reficio.
Eus. Edifico.
Reficio.
Right. Oh, jeez. I don't know if they rebuild production, but if they don't, then this is good stuff. If they do, this is going to be a long scenario, much longer than I anticipated. And I anticipated at least an hour of game time. Or a real life hour, obviously. Over an hour game time.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Impera. Faciam. Eo. Salve. Edifico. Refizio.
Reficio.
Come on. Oh, I wouldn't recommend running into Castle Fire. Hey, Red, how are you? Is there anything I can do to tell Red to do stuff? Oh. Yeah, that'd help. I still don't have all that much in the way of forward production, which would be nice. They got more bills coming.
Edifico. Edifico.
Yeah, like, we crush Goth infantry. Don't think there's anything over there.
Salve. Pronto. Refizio.
Oh.
Impera. Edifico. Prontus. Eus.
Try and keep those guys alive. Oh, there you guys go. Come on, friends. Unfortunately, scorpions aren't as good in these sorts of just throw everyone to the front lines kind of battles.
Ah! The wound is deep, but this isn't the end of me yet. Fetch the medicus and bring me wine.
Alright. Oh, look at these guys wrecking face. There's my Franks. I just needed to remember to, you know, have the command. Alright, with the Franks helping out, that's a big boost. Just see them with an enormous army in their base not doing anything. Okay, that just has them send all the reinforcements forward. Yeah, we just need to keep telling them to run into the fight. You have the advantage. Press it!
Confestim faccia.
Pronto.
Pronto.
Hey.
Edifico.
Yo. Paulie! Get back in the fight.
Eus.
Salve. Edifico. Prontus. Edifico.
Impera. Salve. Podio. Impera. Salve. Pugnemus.
Alright. Yeah, we just need to be the ones manually telling these guys to do stuff.
Invadio. Edifico. Edifico.
General Paulus has been seriously wounded. See him back safely to the rear at once, so he can recover.
Eus.
Okay, now I have a couple too many farmers. This is tricky.
Salve. Salve. Impera. Ad pugnam.
Some more centurions.
Ad pugnam. Tibis.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are definitely overpowered units. Hey! Jerk.
Salve. Ad pugnam.
Salve, Lignor.
Pugnemus. Ad pugnam. Tibis
What?
Repario. Eo. Pario. Impeo recte. Pario. Eo.
No wonder my army looks so small.
Salve. Ad arma. Tibis
Unfortunately, I think I'm on the live patch right now, not the tournament patch. Oh yeah, these guys are demolishing the right side. Good on them. Go get him! Get out of here.
Eus. Eo. Salve, edifico.
There goes Freddy.
Frederick is slain. He died like a true warrior. Let us see if his troops have the heart to do the same. They are pulling back on their defenses.
Alrighty. Hey! So this seems to mostly be economy down here. And probably the same. And their base is probably more or less mirrored.
Salve.
Here, getting everybody rolling over here. Oh. Paulie, get back in the front line. I mean, the cavalry are mostly defeated, so I should focus primarily on legionaries at this point.
Servio. Salve. Ad arma! Pugnemus! Ad pugnam! Tibi Servio. Ad arma! Ad pugnam! Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Ad arma! Pugnemus! Ad arma!
Okay. Come on, kids.
Tibi Servio. Ad pugnam! Ad arma! Ad pugnam! Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Salve. Recte. Ad arma!
We're making our way, guys. Don't you worry. Ugh.
Tibi Servio. Pugnemus! Tibi Servio. Ad pugnam! Pugnemus! Tibi Servio. Ad arma!
Can't believe I just didn't know the Franks doing anything for so long. Hey, guys, march your frickin' troops against the enemy. Get a move on, lazy butts.
The Visigothic noble cavalry is soundly beaten, and the enemy center is open. Let us press our advantage and win the day.
There we go. Also, why would you have your cavalry line up in the center? Wouldn't you want them on the flanks where their mobility is the most useful?
Tibi Servio.
Kind of noob military strategist is running this, Frederick.
Tibi Servio.
Right.
Tibi Servio.
Well, this is certainly one heck of a scenario. It definitely gives you that big battle vibe. Which is fine, like, throwing this in as the big climax of the campaign is something I'm totally fine with. Anyway, things should be winding down.
The Visigoths' main army is crushed. Victory is near.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Day is ours.
There we go.
The Visigoths are utterly crushed, and Theodoric's own brother is slain. Let us feast and celebrate. For the next spring, we shall march on Italy and beat this traitor of Ricimer back to hell.
Duly noted. It's all thanks to the good people of Aurelianorum.
The swarms of Visigothic cavalry were smashed by the iron-clated Alan riders of Aegidius, while his legionaries were advancing alongside the Frankish warriors of Childeric, their shields interlocked into a formidable, unrelentless wall of steel and determination. Utterly crushed, few were the Visigothic warriors who managed to outrun the Alan horses. Frederick himself was hacked down where he stood, just as the traitors of his bodyguard. His death immediately threw the Visigothic kingdom into a deep succession crisis, and Ricimer saw his last card slipping away from its hand, facing with terror that the path between him and Aegidius' wrath was now fully cleared. The thought of Ricimer spending sleepless nights, dreading the next message from his spies reporting on the ever-growing army of Aegidius, is honey to my soul.
Oh, the metaphors. All right. Well, we scraped by a positive KD there. Yeah, you know, the Alans honestly did more than the Franks did. But, I guess it didn't call the Franks in until much later. And it wasn't infinite unit spam, I guess, technically, because they were gathering all the resources themselves. Good stuff. I mean, it certainly was a decent challenge. Don't think we missed anything. Oh! Well, look at this wolf trio. Hanging out, doing wolf trio things. Me and the boys. Well, you got it done, though. Alright, next up will be the very final scenario of Aegidius. It is going to be King of the Romans. See you guys next time for that one.